Jackie when we do the agenda approval. Jackie?
I know we talked a little bit about the minutes at the last study session, but I want to bring it up again. They were 10 days late again. And our charter strictly states that once they're approved, that we have 30 days. What I'm looking for is where's our problem? You take the minutes, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the minutes? And when?
Sure.
When do you get them to her?
The night of or the day next day.
So then what do you do with them once you're given the minutes?
The vote gets entered for the items, and then they get
So you
converted
enter
into
them into
minutes,
the-
any changes.
You enter them into the,
But that's, as soon as, they have to come back to you for approval before they go for publication. They have to come to the next meeting and get approved, you know.
okay, so, okay.
So it's
then you
30
do
days
them,
after their
and then
approval.
you
Is that what
bring
you're
them
talking
to
about?
us. So I'm trying to, so why are they late? I don't understand. Why are they late being published? That was my point. Where do they go from, I mean, what's causing it? I'm trying to find out what's
After
causing them
they
to
get
be late.
approved, I mean, they're getting done, then they have to be condensed and sent to the
What
News
happened?
Herald, that's it.
What happens, Mary Ann?
That's what she just said.
Okay,
She
they're
has to
condensed.
condense them.
You
and she
condense
has to
them and
submit
send them,
them
so you're
to
not
the
sending
newsletter.
them to them on time?
They have to be condensed and sent to the News Herald, yeah. I mean,
I
I don't know,
understand
they get there as quick as they get done.
Well, we have, well, is that a good answer?
They
Is that
are
what you would tell one
published,
of your
they're
employees?
put on the website when the minutes are approved, as soon as they're
40
approved at
days
the next
after
meeting.
instead of 30? I mean,
No,
what's
they're on the
up?
website as soon as they're approved.
But they need to be published. So why aren't they published?
You know, Jackie, sometimes they get in there sooner and sometimes later, but we went 2 months without any minutes being approved, and you didn't seem to mention it.
How about right now? Why are they,
Okay,
I'm
well-
trying to follow the thing though, there was like, that's 4 or 5 times that they have been late. Is there a reason, and is there something wrong?
Just when they
The
get
charter
done, they
says they
get
have to be done, it can't just be done when it wants to
done.
be
And
done.
that matters now?
Yes, Cheryl, it matters now, today, right now. I wanna know why they're late all the time.
They're not late all the time, Jackie.
4
But
times.
You didn't care when you were making them late. It didn't matter. It wasn't even an issue. It was never brought up.
They weren't approved. They can't be published till they're approved. After they're approved, they're to be published.
Okay, I have a item here. I wanted to ask the council if we want to go to closed door about current negotiations.
Are you done with this?
I guess I am done with it. I guess she said they're just gonna be done when they're done. So, and it says the council's responsible for them being published.
Well,
Can we just add a process that makes
That's
sure
what I
they
meant.
get published? I
It's-
mean, 30 days is.
I have had some, in case anybody didn't know, I was at Henry Ford Hospital today. I've had some issues, and I get it done as soon as I can get it done, and as I said before, I do it in my spare time. And as I said before, it didn't seem like it was an issue to anybody. We had minutes that weren't approved for, it might have been 90 days, who couldn't get minutes approved, so.
They weren't approved.
You know, I'm astounded, but anyway, they are put on the website as soon as the council approves them, they go on the website, they are published to the public. Going in the News Herald is the condensed version, and they're in there. And if we wanna speak to that, I've been wanting to bring up an issue of, we have an ordinance, we have several, I believe, that's my opinion, haven't had time to bother the clerk with this, that were never published from 2 years ago, including the one that said that people that were currently serving or had been appointed can get health care after the next election if they get elected. That was never put in the News Herald. Is that an issue for anyone? They need to go to the News Herald and be published to be a law.
Didn't know that was the case.
Yeah, so I mean, I was gonna bring it up, but I thought, you know, stuff
You need to
happens,
know, but
right?
if it's not brought to your attention or you don't know, you can't be aware.
Who didn't do that?
The council secretary.
2 years ago,
Council
she
secretary.
hasn't been a council secretary for almost 3
It was
years.
in May of
No, her
2009.
I'm saying-
Whoever, I don't know
That's
who the council secretary was, but May of 2009 was when you passed that ordinance. It's never been published.
I didn't pass that ordinance.
Well, you weren't here, John.
I know. That's how I know.
So that one, what else? We'll look into it. What else?
I believe that we'll have to go into the ordinance book that would be in the clerk's office. Actually, I'm waiting for the News Herald to give me the affidavits of every ordinance that was published in 2009.
I will gladly look into that, if you can gladly look into the 30-day process for.
Yeah,
for
I have no
us.
problem. I have been in health concerns with my family. That's been part of my problem.
I understand, but if there's someone else that could do it, so it's done
Yeah.
timely.
Yeah, but
Council secretary.
it's not.
So
a
you'd
problem.
rather be late than someone do them?
No, I'm doing them when I can get them done.
I'm saying, so
And
you'd
they're
rather
almost
be late
always in well time, Jackie,
four
as you
times,
know.
ask them in, I gave you
Jackie,
the
it's
dates.
been 2 years and
4
3
times in the
months.
last 4 months or 5. I gave you the dates,
That's the
and it
whole
was
time
again
my
this
dad's been
one.
sick, but thanks for.
You did.
So I mean, I understand that, I'm not saying you should do them, that's not what I'm saying, I'm not saying that you have the time, I'm not saying your family isn't ill. I'm simply stating, if you can't someone else do them so they're done in a timely manner?
I don't have a council secretary, as you know, so I wasn't asked if I wanted one either, after Vicky wasn't able to do the work anymore. But that doesn't matter, and I'm fine with that, that's the way it goes, so. All right, so, anything else? John,
Yeah.
I'm perfectly willing to talk with you about it.
I don't think so.
At any time,
Well, then, it's gonna be real
unless I'm at the
simple.
hospital.
We will make it very, I will make it very simple for you.
A talk, it's gonna take 2 of us, it's a conversation.
It's a conversation. It'll be more than that, I'm sure.
I thought there was a closed
I'm not
session.
done.
Did you say
I
you
would
were-
like us to
Closed
go to a
session.
closed session regarding some ongoing, negotiations that I think need to be discussed here.
Madam Chair, I have a resolution, you've all received it, I believe,